Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me, guys? Guys, can you hear me? Oh god, that's a bit loud. Sorry guys, I won't speak so close to the microphone. Hello Martin, hello FMPBBS, hello Summer Rose, hello My Little Pony fan, hello James Lamont, hello British Wazolski. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. I hope, is it too loud for you guys? Am I speaking too loud? I'll answer that in a minute, Bill Bricks, but am I speaking too loud for you guys? This will be an hour and a half, Summer Rose. Oh god, that's way too loud. Hang on, guys. Hang on, this is way too loud. Sorry, it's a bit loud. Can I go to microphone? Oh, hang on. Is this any better, guys? Am I a bus enthusiast? No, I'm not. Not really. Hang on. Hang on, let me take the cover off my microphone. That might be causing it to be what's causing it to be a bit fuzzy. It's better, is it, Martin? Okay, good. Okay, that's slightly better. So, sorry about the delay in me. Sorry about the delay in me speaking, guys. I'm just waiting for it to come through on my phone. I've just been waiting for it to come through, and there's a bit of a delay on my phone. So yeah. Right, what's happening in the chat? Not that much worse, Bill Bricks. Hello, Dominic Z. Welcome to the stream. What's your opinion on Robot Wars? Never heard of it. It sounds like a Transformers ripoff to me. Anyway, let's begin. So, hello, guys. Welcome to tonight's live stream. So, as you can see, we have some changes to tonight's stream. Because Streamlabs has pretty much completely given up on me and I can't bear to use it anymore, I am now using OBS to stream. So, I'm now using OBS to stream. So, which has two advantages. Well, one advantage, really. That advantage being I can now do proper screen-recorded footage of what I do on here. And give you guys a better quality picture. And also, I've made a few more people moderators. William, for example, is now a moderator, as well as Neon Dragon and Odd Dragon. They're now moderators too. Not sure if they're going to come on tonight. We'll just have to wait and see. Yeah. And I've also enabled... And because there's too many people typing stuff in the chat at once, guys, I've also enabled slow mode on the chat, so you guys are now going to have to wait 10 seconds per net. You guys will now only be allowed to post messages every 10 seconds. So tonight on this stream, so yeah, that's basically what I wanted to say before we started. So tonight on the stream, we're just going to be playing Roblox as usual, but we're also going to be talking about my future plans. I've now got a bonus live trip to the Romney Hyberton Church Railway coming up next week, because Daniel BTDM couldn't make it, so we're making it up to him by going again with him, of course, and we're also going to be talking about my VHS reviews and gameplay videos, and my other upcoming projects that I'm working on. So yeah, guys, let's begin. Right, before we begin, I'll see what's happened in the chat since then. That's basically what I'm doing. What do you think of the... I don't think I've watched that Theodore Tugboat episode, James Lister. Baby Jake's definitely the worst Summer Rose. Having a big pizza tonight, are you, Martin? Oh, excellent. Oh yeah, I can see on here that you guys can see me reading the chat, so that's also good for you. Is it better? Yes, it is better. Opinion on... what's... Baby Jake. Baby Jake. Summer Rose, if you're going to ask me what's worse, don't say Baby Jake, because I'm going to say Baby Jake every single time. You might be touring Mongolia next year. Excellent. Never heard of Mini Force, FMPBS. I can see your message has been retracted, new Route Master fan, but I can see that, but I know what it said. Alvin the YouTuber blocked you from his live streams. Why? Presented by... So it's presented by Craig Charles. Never heard of Craig Charles. I don't know about that, Dominic said. Oh, Blob Top. Never heard of it. McJeffy Hayton, alright. Oh, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is a brilliant game show. I haven't watched it for a while, but it's a brilliant game show. It's so simple yet so tense. And I think you have all of these game shows which are so like with loads of complicated rules and you don't really win that much money. But and there's not really that much money at stake, but Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? It's simple, but has really high stakes. That, I think, is the appeal of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and how it's been able to last so long. And that's why a lot of people like me like it. Have you seen The Mandalorian? No, I haven't. Lily's Driftwood Bay? Never heard of it. Haven't gotten Fireman Sam VHS yet? Oh, yeah. Speaking of my Fireman Sam VHS review, still haven't reordered Disaster for Dinner yet, but you guys will be pleased to know that I have now ordered Bob the Builder Snowed Under. So, guys, Bob the Builder Snowed Under will now likely be episode 25. Alright. Why did he block you, New Fan? Root Master Fan. Hello, Neil. Welcome to the stream. Who is Amanda Did Red Dwarf? What are you doing? How bad is Bing? Quite bad. What's your favourite film from the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy? Yes, I have seen all 3 films, and I think it's gonna have to be Spider-Man 1. The reason I pick 1 over 2 is they have just... Both 1 and 2 are good in their own way. The only reason I put 1 above 2 is because reason number 1, number 2 drags in a few places, particularly in the second act, and also there's a little bit too much CGI for my liking in Spider-Man 2. But there is still a heavy use of practical effects as well, like the close-up shots of Doc Ock's arms. But yeah, Spider-Man 1 is the best one for me because it has everything that makes a superhero film good. Has the right amount of action, the right amount of story, the perfect balance of CGI and practical effects. It's just epic. But while I do think Spider-Man 3 is the least enjoyable of the trilogy, mainly for its overuse of CGI, I still think number 3 needs a bit more love than it deserves. So 1 and 2 have like 90-something% on Rotten Tomatoes, but I think Spider-Man 3 only has 63%. Yeah, but the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy is now my favourite superhero trilogy. I like Superman, the original Superman film, slightly more than Spider-Man 1 and 2, but I do think that, but Superman 3 and 4 aren't as good as 1 and 2, so all three of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man films are good though. So the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy is now my favourite superhero trilogy. Alright, remember Little Britain? Yes, I do, and there was a Blast Entertainment game for it. I want to be a billionaire. Don't we all, Rootmaster fan? You like Little Britain, Bill Bricks? Oh my god, I've heard it's cringe. Why do you like it? Balamori was my childhood. Not surprised, Summer Rose. Emily is a tug of war in the episode. I know this because social justice warriors are sexist. Well, really was being a social justice warrior towards women. Actually, James, he was being anything but a social justice warrior. How many days until Halloween? I don't know. Yeah, 23, actually. I'm not really looking forward to Halloween as much as Christmas, though. I am looking forward to giving out the treats again, but... I'm sure everyone's looking forward to Christmas more. Will you do Roblox now? In a minute, Summer Rose. I just want to finish reading the chat. I like Jeremy Clarkson and Chris Tarrant. Yeah, they're brilliant hosts. Planet Cosmo, never heard of it. On the Austin... I don't have an opinion on vehicles and things. Have you seen any of the X-Men films? No, I haven't. That's not really my thing. Got a Spider-Man on PS, okay. With the pizza theme. I got on the HS and DVD. Excellent. Rolly Mode didn't take the news well. Oh, I didn't know what he said. Can't wait for Bob the Builder Snowdunner. Excellent, alright. What if there was a little Vietnam? Oh, God. I'm sure that would be even more cringeworthy. Yes, I do know about that show. And unlike Little Britain, it's actually a reality show and it's actually funny. We have people freaking out over airlines. Do you like Top Gear? Of course I like Top Gear. It's brilliant. NTSC playback, so I'll try and get Theodore Tugboat VHS. Alright, cool. You love Halloween. I like Halloween, but I love Christmas. Anyway, guys, let's play a bit of Roblox now. I won't be able to read the chat as easily when I'm doing it here, so I'm just going to bring the chat up on my phone. What will be the last... I don't know, Summer Rose. We'll just have to wait and see how many they make, if they make any more. Seasons 15, 17, and 25. Season 25 isn't even part of the main series anymore. It's officially a separate series. I get that you don't like Season 15, but why Season 17? Season 17 is actually held in quite a high regard among the fandom. But for me, Season 14 is the worst season. Season 15 is slightly better than Season 14, but not by much. No, I'm not doing any more Tweenies VHS reviews, My Little Pony fan. No, I haven't heard of that, Dominic. Any worst movie? I'll answer that question in a minute, Neil. We're going to go on to... I've decided we're going to go on to the Awful Movies Wiki in a minute. Tish Tash? What even heard that? Spud didn't take the news well. Look what you've done to my bloody nose, man! Oh, God. Right. We might play this game later on, but I don't want to play it right now. Let's play... what should we play? Hang on. Experiences... Let's play... You know what? I don't know what to play. Ah, heck it. Let's just go straight on to Speed Simulator. PC Selby didn't take the news well. Look what you've done to my bloody bike, man! I just answered that question, Summer Rose. For me, it's season 14. PC Plum didn't take the news well. I think he'd say the same thing, My Little Pony fan. Oh yeah, the theme song. The Theodore Type Boat theme. Excellent. David Tennant didn't take the news well. Look what you've done to me bloody sonic screwdriver, man! That's the best I could say for him. Oh, you all know what he'd say. Didn't take the news well. Look what you've done to my... What do you think of country balls? What even is that? Boom, boom, boom. I don't really think I give a sod, Summer Rose. From bootleg toys and... Oh, you mean knockoff toys and games? Oh god. That's sad. Hang on, guys. The audio's a bit grainy. I'm going to put the cover back on to see if that improves it. My microphone cover. Which Ghostbusters movies are best? I'd have to say Ghostbusters 1 purely because it's probably the fan favourite and I haven't really seen it, but certainly not Ghostbusters 2016. That was just feminism propaganda and there was way too much CGI. I do not... Films should not contain real-life propaganda like that. They should be escapism. And like I said before, I guess Ghostbusters 2016 could have been less controversial if there were 2 males and 2 females, but having them all female just screams feminism. I mean, how is making all 4 of the Ghostbusters female any more sexist than having all 4 of them male? If anything, it's more sexist. Did go to church too. What are you even talking about? Okay, I think the microphone cover is improving the audio slightly, so I'm just going to keep it on for the rest of the stream. What's Broadchurch? No, keep Mattel away from Jakers. But even if they did buy it, what could they do with Jakers? Jedi Toys Ghostbusters E21. Alright. Is that the car in them? Sorry, I know jack shit about Ghostbusters. I haven't seen any of the films. I know pretty much jack shit about Ghostbusters. Is that the car they drive in? It was theory that Wars had to have a railway in Series 3, but Keith wanted to do other projects and Season 3 never came to be. Oh! 3rd season of Rory, that would have been cool to see. Shame it never happened. But a railway would have been brilliant to see in Season 3. What did I want to say? Oh yeah. Do you think he wanted to focus on Paw Patrol? And that's why Season 3 of Rory never happened? You now on break, are you? Alright, So you want out half term? What if Tiny Pop aired Bluey? I mean, who even cares what channel TV shows are aired on, as long as they're aired and they're good? Who even cares about that? I know I like this game, guys, but I'm bored of it now. Let's go play something else. I've been playing a bit too much Destruction Simulator today, so I kind of don't want to do that. Oh, Robloxian Miniature Steam Railway. I haven't played this one. Oh, I stopped playing it because they privated it. Oh, God. What is there a Ponatic Trans Am in Rory? I'm sorry, I don't know what you're on about, Dominic. We might play Taxi Simulator later on, but right now I want to go back to what Neil said about are there any worse movies, and I don't have one particular worst movie ever, but I do have plenty of movies that I would definitely consider bad. Most of them so bad it's good. So let's go on to the Awful Movies wiki and see what garbage we can find. Hopefully the current owners of Roy can make a reboot. Yes, it has to be faithful to the source material. Has there been any talk of a Rory reboot recently? Right, let's see what's on here. Let's see what garbage we can find on here. Oh, Troll 2. This is such an infamous film. It was titled Goblin, but then it was changed to Troll 2 for marketing purposes. Oh, God. Unintentionally hilarious dialogue, no connection to the original movie, awful acting, cheesy special effects. This film is truly awful. What does the Rolling Mo show have on IMDb? Let's have a look. Because I'm curious to find that out myself. 5.8. Oh, no, that's way too low. In my opinion, The Thimbles is better. I give the Roly Mo show a 9. Let's go to... Thimbles. It's slightly lower, The Thimbles. Yeah, I never really cared for The Thimbles as a kid, and don't really care for it today. I give The Thimbles a 6. Wait, no, 6. What does the Teletubbies have? 3.8? I'm sorry. I know a lot of people find this show weird, but the production design in this show at the very least, and settings of this show at the very least, have to be praised. I give this show, no, not an 8, a 7. Mulan 2020. I know that British was all ski. Sissy, a Renault, or a Mini Cooper. Who's Sissy? Fake film and all. United Kingdom, What? I've heard that there's an America the motion picture, but United Kingdom the movie. We'll look at that in a minute, Summer Rose. Fireman. Have I given Fireman Sam a rating yet? No, I haven't. I give it a 9. Nuzzle and Scratch. Nuzzle and Scratch is a 6.8. How come Nuzzle and Scratch, a show that has less going for it than Fireman Sam, somehow has a higher rating than Fireman Sam? I like this show, but not that much. I give it as much as Fireman Sam anyway. I give it an 8. Right, back to the Awful Movies wiki. Let's see what else we have. Disaster movie. Many people consider this is the lowest rated movie on IMDb of all time, with like a 1.4, and it has the worst. It's basically the worst. One of the worst film ever. 1% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, 1.9 on IMDb. This is the lowest rated film on IMDb of all time. Vampires. Jason Friedberg and Aaron Sosa. They don't like it. Hang on. Hang on. Cool. Hang on. Is Michael Bay's Armageddon on here? Hang on. Let me get the spelling right. Let's see. Here it is, Armageddon. Yeah. I see Space Jam: A New Legacy. Oh, I know. It's just like a marketing for other films and things. Marketing for their other characters and things. What does Bluey have on IMDb? I think we already said that. I gave it a 9. Have you played Lego Racers as a kid? No, I didn't. The only 2 Lego games I've ever played are Lego Loco and Lego City Undercover. Look at United Kingdom. In a minute, James Lister. Mulan remake, I know. In a minute, Summer Rose. Yeah. So, Armageddon... I don't hate Armageddon. I have seen the whole thing. After watching Independence Day, I thought to myself, maybe I'd like this film, but I don't. Maybe I'd like this film because if I liked Independence Day, maybe I'd like this one, but it's not a good film, but I don't hate it. It's pretty average for me. A lot of things are awful about it, like the weak story and terrible editing, but apart from that, I think... But the production design and special effects in this film are top-notch. But other than that, this isn't an awful film, but I can't say I recommend watching this film, but it's harmless enough, I guess. If I was to give it a grade, I'd give Armageddon a C+. Grandpa in a minute. The Deutsche Bahn, the German National Railway. Excellent. Story is weak, yeah. Some of the characters are weak and annoying. Bad performance from Bruce Willis. I have to agree with that. Staggering amount of scientific inaccuracies. Oh, NASA uses this film for their management training. Excellent. This will be by pricking a pinhole in the surface and then farting into it. Yeah. Okay. Lame love story. Yeah, I agree. Countless plot holes. Unnecessary opening narration about asteroids. To the more cerebral Doom impact, and led to the addition of an out-of-place action sequence. Some unbelievably terrible dialogue. Okay, yes. Don't remember that thing. Special effects are pretty good by late 90s standards. I've got to agree with that. Bunch of exciting action scenes. Good amount of humour. Soundtrack's pretty good. Some decent acting. Harry's death is gut-wrenching and emotional. Yeah, I agree with all these points on here. Everything on here pretty much sums up my feelings of this film. It's not great. This isn't a great film, but I don't hate it. But if you're in the mood for watching a bombastic 90s science fiction disaster film, I'd say just stick with Independence Day. Halloween, October 1st. I know. In a minute, Summer Rose. Alright, we'll have a look at what they have now. Bluey. 9.6. Oh, way higher than it has any right to be. Yeah, Australia loves this. I wonder if and when Neon, John Cena, Odd Dragon, and William are going to show up. I give Bluey a 9. Grandpa in my pocket. 5.5? No, I'm sorry, it deserves more. Grandpa in my pocket gets an 8. I really liked this show as a kid. I don't like this show quite as much nowadays, but I still like it enough. Yeah, I give it an 8. Jarek Savage, aka Mr. Thug. Who are you talking about, James? So at the moment, the 3 Michael Bay films I've watched are The Rock, Armageddon, and The Island. The Island, by the way, is my favourite of Michael Bay's films. But I'd also like to watch... I'm also thinking about watching Bad Boys pretty soon. That was Michael Bay's feature-length directorial debut. I wonder if The Island is on the Greatest Movies wiki. I hope it is, anyway. No, it's not here. Oh god, it could be on the Awful Movies wiki. But why would people consider it awful? Oh, it's on neither the, Awful or Greatest Movies wiki, so it might be on the OK Movies wiki. Oh. Movies wiki. OK Movies wiki. Hang on. Oh, God. Just... The Island. Oh, it's just the Angry Birds movie. Good quality. Okay, interesting. Oh god, obviously a troll wrote that. Godzilla 1998, Misty Island Rescue, The Last Jedi, Day of the Diesels. Oh yeah, Jaws the Revenge. Such a hilariously awful film. Yes, Martin, what do you want? What does the Twinnies have? I think we already looked at that. I think it's like 5 point something. What do you think of the Mark Clyn? I have no opinion on it, Dominic. Do you know? Yes, I do know about it, Summer Rose, and its sequel. You know, United Kingdom the movie, seeing as it's fake, may have been deleted. Ridiculously stupid, yeah. Gotta agree. It's 23 things. How are the engines meant to... Yes. Blue Mountain Mysteries, massive improvement. Oh, yeah. Rest. United Kingdom the movie. Oh yeah, that page must have been deleted, James. It's episode 29 now, My Little Pony fan. I think I figured that, British Lazulski. United. What even is United Passions? English language, French. Propaganda about the FAA's history. Oh my god, such a massive bomb. That's all 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. It must be awful. I'll look at that in a minute, Summer Rose. Box office bombs. Exodus. Mulan 2020. Not surprised that bombed. Oh! I was wondering when Moshi Monsters the movie was going to be put on here. Apparently it has like a 60% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, but I mean, Christ, why did Moshi Monsters of all things get a movie? I remember Moshi Monsters from like years ago. It's closed. The site is closed down now. But why did this franchise of all things get a movie? Just why? I didn't see the film when it came out, but because my senses somehow told me this was a cash grab. So I did consider seeing this, but I just didn't. For some reason, this has like 67% on Rotten Tomatoes though. Predictably bad storyline, nothing but a generic race against time movie. Clearly made for Moshi Monsters fans, as it shows. Downright refuses to explain the world and how it works. Oh. That... Okay, thank you for telling me how I can... One of the ways I can not make it seem like the Raptor Dogs movie will be made only for fans. The movie that'll round off the series. What the Moshi Monsters are, what the Moshings are, and other things just confuse people outside the UK since it wasn't popular outside the UK. Alright, yes. Thank you for explaining that. Cheap animation with a least amount of resistance line. Character movement is so stiff and awkward. It's baffling how this got released in cinemas. Yeah, okay. Replicate flash animation from the online game. Was suited for smooth flash animation, since it was built off poorly replicated due to the lack of smoothness in it, and the flash animation isn't really suited for a theatrical film. Yeah, My Little Pony's animation did almost suit it for the movie. They should have done something similar here. CGI cel-shaded shots to get the movie more theatrical vibes, but they really appear to worth justifying it being released in cinemas. They shot themselves and poorly made it to look like the actual 2G animation already used. What's Tinpo? When Caroline was inspired by... Okay. Lost Pingu episode, alright. Over a saturated colour palette, bright rainbows, greenish ugly. More gunnish and ugly. But brainwashed into thinking the colours were only rainbow. The movie uses the same structure over and over again, which gets very repetitive since it doesn't change once in the film. A task to get an item, a musical number comes out, the item gets retrieved, and Strangelove gives a video monologue talking about the next item, and that's how all the scenes are played out with no new additions. Yeah, alright. Insufferable protagonist with no redeeming qualities about himself. Written as a narcissistic show-off who only cares about himself and attention than anyone. In fact, the main reason he wanted to be on the documentary was to show off his fighting skills, and he has no remorse for anyone around him. What do you mean Me Too is messed up? On IMDb. Oh my god, I'm dreading this. No! Not the Me Too movement. 2006. Oh, that's not too bad. 5.8. Have I already given this a rating? Drama series for 4 to 6 year olds. Give it a 9. Definitely deserves more love. Me Too. Oh, you mean Timpo's messed up. Alright. United Kingdom maybe still there? Oh, really? Unusual Thomas animation. Oh, I've seen this one. That animation scared me as a kid. Oh yeah, the tweenies. Let's see what the tweenies has. 5.1. Alright. I give it 3. It is a slightly generous 8. It's not amazing, this show, but I've got a lot of fond memories with it. So I've given it a slightly generous 8. Timpo's messed up, alright. Have you seen a show called Corno and Bernie? Never heard of it. Where's Postman Pat, SDS? You know what? Postman Pat is slightly worse, because at least the episodes of Make Way for Noddy didn't try to copy each other's stories. At least Make Way for Noddy isn't formulaic. That's one positive thing I can say about Make Way for Noddy, unlike Postman Pat SDS. I know you told me before, Summer Rose, and I have got to seriously disagree with him. Yeah, I've heard of that. You missed my Tweenies VHS review. I'm so sorry, but you know the reason why I had to delete it. Mr. Blobby's worse than Barney. Is worse than Emmerdale is worse. Yes, absolutely. Sign of him not showing remorse is the moment when he realises how much of a jerk he was. Not only does the moment literally come out of nowhere, but it doesn't want you to make you feel sorry, Clamps, remember? It comes out in the story and is never mentioned again. Yeah, it was kind of like forced in there. He doesn't really have that much of a revelation. Little purpose to the story and are largely forgettable. However, few pieces of dialogue, main characters on the website, yeah. Most of the actors being poorly directed at times. More of an obnoxious character. Can get overly hammy at times. Kind of irritating. The background music is lazy, ripped straight from the website. Didn't even feel like making new background music, so decided to rip from the website. The idea itself is poorly executed. It ends up feeling cheap for the theatrical film, yes. Few things characters serve come up but serve little purpose to the story. Yeah. Making the moment feel wasted. As a terrible character despite being generic. Catching, kind of decent. Entertaining villain, I have to agree with that. At times it does stay true to the game. Mixed reviews from critics. 60% critic score with a 78% audience score. 3.1 on IMDb. How does it have 60% critics and 78% audiences? I don't understand. Directed by Michael Bay. Yeah, explosions everywhere. I don't know yet, My Little Pony fan. We'll just have to wait and see. I think it has like 5.8. I think we already looked at it. Open in Australia for a limited theatrical release, alright. Placed 8th at the box office. Considered a box office bomb. Sweet and harmless. Can't all be wrong. What, is the full movie available? No, I don't want to watch it right now. Oh yeah, Jamboree. Yeah, never heard of it. And the decline in popularity. Pound. What else have we got to see on here? Oh! No, we can't see that. Oh, look at all of these. Boss Baby Family Business. It's like the first film. Hang on, look on this. What is this? Everything wrong with movie.
And welcome back to another video where
No, I might watch this later, guys. I don't want to watch this right now. Okay. What else is happening? Oh, hello, Acer and Mum. Welcome to the stream. Roy has connected. Very obscure. Alright. I don't know yet, Summer Rose. No, I haven't. I may have heard of that toy company. It doesn't really ring a bell, though, Dominic. Alright, fine, Summer Rose. Got nothing else to do, really. Underground Ernie. Oh yeah, 6 out of 10 exactly. I think we already gave this a rating. Oh no, we haven't actually. Underground Ernie gets a 9. Oh yeah, Manos the Hands of Fate. This film is just unbelievably questionable. I think Bing would have to be slightly worse than a Rose. When are William and the others coming? Mystery Science Theatre. Oh yeah. This film, Manos the Hands of Fate. I'll look at it in a minute, Summer Rose. So this film, Manos the Hands of Fate, was created by a fertilizer salesman called Harold P. Warren. And apparently it was created on a bet between him and someone at the Academy Awards who said that anyone could make a horror film really cheaply. Oh yeah. Never saw a theatrical release. It only premiered at the Capriolo Theatre in El Paso and some drive-ins in New Mexico and in Western Texas. It almost fell into obscurity until Mystery Science Theater 3000 featured the film in 1993 and became the show's most popular episode. Oh, wow. It has been declared one of the worst films of all time. It's currently ranked number 3 on the IMDb's bottom-rated movies list. Oh, just wait till you see the why it sucks. Horrible acting. I have to agree with that. From what I've seen of this film, which is only the first 5 minutes, Emmerdale is even worse. Yeah, I'd have to agree. Yes, I do hate it, Summer Rose. Never heard of Tongolo. I would not give a sod if Mattel bought Trifu Tom Summer Rose. Horrible acting throughout the whole movie. Exactly. Only $19,000. $147,500 adjusted for inflation, and it shows. Goat legs. 9-minute opening scene with driving across the opening trestle was supposed to be the opening credits. Warren could not figure out how to put them in. I think even back in 1966, it wouldn't have been that hard. It's forced to watch 9 boring minutes of absolutely nothing happening. You can see the clapperboards in some scenes that the filmmakers forgot to edit out. Oh my god, that is a sub-rookie mistake. Not even editing out the clapperboards. That is a sub-rookie mistake. I mean, how do you even forget to do that? I mean, that could have easily been done even in 1966. Oh. Even if I don't use my clapperboard for regular Railway Tales, but even I have better editing skills than... I'm an amateur editor myself, and even I have better editing skills than Mr. Warren had. Two of my Pingu yet to arrive, okay. Tree Futon still sucks, yeah. It insults its audience's intelligence. In a minute, Summer Rose. Garner's gone at last. This is my first time using a screen recorder in one of your live streams. Quite right, Acer and Mum. Streamlabs has completely given up on me, and I've now decided to use my OBS screen recorder to do these streams. The reason why I didn't do screen recorded streams before is because it's really complicated to set up, and it's more complicated to set up than doing it through Streamlabs. But as Streamlabs has now given up on me, I think it's time I, quote-unquote, improve the quality of my streams and did them fully screen-recorded from now on. So, yeah. Right, what else? Warren could not figure out how to put them in. Hand-wound and only be able to record 32 seconds of footage at a time and couldn't record audio. All the actors' dialogue had to be dubbed in post-production. With only 3 guys and 1 woman. Pretty unfitting for the characters. Debbie sounds like a 50-year-old woman instead of a young kid. Oh my god, yes. Reportedly broke down in tears when she heard how he sounded. the horror movie managed to make somebody cry. Ugh, that is just unbelievable. I mean, clapperboards are used in filmmaking to help the editors sync up the audio and the film, which are recorded separately. But if they were only going to dub them in post-production, only use dubbing in post-production, then there was really no need for clapperboards. You only really need clapperboards if you're if you're going to sync up the audio that's recorded on set. If you're going to do dubbing, you don't even need clapperboards. Unnecessarily long shots that reactions to the characters that's currently happening on screen. Yes. Completely sort your subplot about the current making out in college, is it? Only added in when the actress, who was supposed to be one of the master's wives, injured her foot during filming. Who wanted her to keep her on, so they added the subplot to appease her. Oh my god. Forget, it's beautiful. Overall quality is so bad, it's entertaining. You know what, I have to agree. When did you first watch Lazy Town? Late 2007, I think. Do you know what some of the Thomas episodes? Alright. Should we do a... I don't know, my little pony fan. Maybe later, James Lister. No wonder they are so funny when James races down. Oh yes, you missed Streamlabs. Why? Not only was it going wrong, especially in the last stream when the picture quality was going awful, but fully recorded streams like this are much better for you guys. I think you guys can more easily see what's happening on my computer, on my laptop here. So I think in the long run, doing it through OBS is going to be a lot better. In a minute. You don't use Streamlabs? Well, good. Streamlabs has betrayed me. Alright, Summer Rose. Ticker. There it is. What does Ticker Biller have? 7.2. Unusually high. I really don't remember too much about Ticker Biller, so for that reason I'm giving it a 7. Hilda, I've never heard of it. Right, let's see the Connects Rory toys. Rory the Racing Car Connects. Images. Okay, I'm sorry, but Rory's face is terrifying. His eyes are way too far apart. It's just creepy. And how is this quote-unquote connects? This is literally no different from Lego Duplo. They could have just made this a Duplo set. What is the difference between Connects Kids and Duplo? Literally, what is the difference? And literally, it doesn't even really feel like Connects. It's just another form of Duplo. Oh my god. What if Mattel bought Boogie BBs? I would be slightly mad, but what could they do with it? Hang on, I'm just going to close this down. We're almost an hour into the stream, and William hasn't even... Not even William has showed up yet. Like, usually he shows up. Well, whatever's preventing him from joining tonight, I'm sure it's nothing that he can help. All exploded, it makes me laugh. What, the set in that Rubber Dubbers YouTube poop? Yeah. In fact, guys, you'll like this, Martin. I am now going to show you a compilation of all the explosions in all of Michael Bay's films. I'm job seeking now, but it's always... Oh, Odd Dragons replied. Replied to my comment. That was slightly concerned he wasn't going to reply. Oh, hang on. PS. Should we look at your rating, all your ratings on IMDb? In a minute, Summer Rose. What were they thinking? What? Yes, exactly. Right, what I want to show you now, guys, Martin's going to like this, is a compilation of most, if not all, of the explosions in Michael Bay films. You're going to love this, Martin. Every explosion in Michael Bay films. Here it is. Streamlabs live stream, alright. Gannon's post, exactly. Right, Michael Bay's feature film directorial debut is up first. Bad Boys. Exploding television, very first explosion. Gunshot, oh, barrels, more barrels. Blowing up cars. Crashing, oh, the whole car blows up. Now the climax, where another car blows up and the whole airplane hangar blows up. Worst reboot? Absolutely, no questions asked. All engines go. Absolutely no other questions asked. Oh look, that guy's on fire. The plane's blowing up. Yeah, literally everything blows up. Little fun fact about Bad Boys for you guys. Its two lead characters, Martin Lawrence and Will Smith. At the time this film came out, including two black actors as the leads was considered career suicide. But Michael Bay was going to stand up to racism. Michael Bay was going to change that. And the studio were really worried that Bad Boys was going to bomb. And if it did bomb, Michael Bay would land on the Hollywood blacklist. But he didn't. His efforts to combat racism in Hollywood paid off. And Bad Boys ended up grossing $141 million worldwide against its budget of $19 million. Pretty good stuff for... I say that's pretty decent for a director's directorial debut. Michael Bay, he may not be held in the highest of regards in Hollywood, but he still has to be respected for standing up to racism. He did have a bit of confrontation and problems with Martin Lawrence initially, but now but as the production went on, he grew attached to him. And by the end, they were basically laughing together. So yeah, this reminds me of a Michael Bay film. This is a Michael Bay film. This is every explosion in every Michael Bay film. The film I'm showing you now is Michael Bay's directorial debut, Bad Boys. I don't know, Summer Rose. You're getting new curry ducks, okay. You got a copy of Doctor Who Pyramid, exactly. Pyramids of Mars on VHS. Never heard of that film. When I've shown you this video, Summer Rose, got a PS4. Excellent! As you know, guys, the only PlayStation console I've ever owned is my PS1, which I currently have. Opinion on... Never heard of it, Summer Rose. Right, let's continue this video. Oh, barrels rolling into there, more explosions. The plane continues to blow up. And then eventually the whole hangar blows up. Amazing. Ah, The Rock. Almost as good as The Island, this film. Oh, crash into the car and it blows up. Oh, San Francisco cable car blows up. The tunnel blows up. Yes, one excellent. Ah, the tunnel blows up. Ah, Michael Bay also likes slow-mo shots like these. In a minute, oh yeah. More blowing up. Control room blows up. rockets and things. And Alcatraz being bombed by an F-18. Oh god, so much stuff. Right, Armageddon. This is the one we just looked at. Again, special effects in this are brilliant, but story and characters not so much. I know, it's cool. Oh, the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs. Oh, space station being destroyed, Space Shuttle Atlantis being destroyed here by meteors being pushed out of orbit by the Texas-sized asteroid. And I know you've already said that, James. All engines go definitely west. Oh, Taxi blows up, is being blown up by meteors. Oh, more cars blowing up. Oh, these explosions are brilliant. I'm definitely going to take inspiration from action scenes like this for my films. I've got a film plan called Birds of Judgment, which is going to have a destruction scene similar to this one. That's mainly going to take inspiration from Armageddon. Even though Armageddon is not a great film, the destruction scenes in this have to be admired. Yeah, don't worry. Well, for you it is anyway, Summerose. Anti-pesto van, excellent. Oh, gunfire. Worst episode of Bing? No idea, I haven't watched your main episodes. Oh, Chinese market being blown up by the asteroids. Oh, god. Yes, Martin, what do you want? Now Space Station Mir is... The old Russian Space Station Mir is being blown up now. Oh, God. Look, it's blowing itself up. Oh, so many practical effects. Look at all this. Oh. So much explosion. No, you can't, baby Jake. You're really not. You can't, baby Jake. You will be stopped. I think that destruction scene of it blowing up is like a combination of models and CGI. Oh god. Not really, Dominic. I can only dream of how that would be, of what that would be like. Shuttle crashing onto the asteroid. Using the guns to burst out of the shuttle. Look at all of this, guys. I want to show you some more of these. Oh look, all of Paris is being destroyed by that asteroid. Fragment. Oh yeah, so much destruction. Look at this. The whole asteroid is exploding. It's being nuked. This is the nuking scene. Oh yes, I've seen that. I've been enjoying this. Excellent. Right, next one, Pearl Harbor. There are loads and loads of explosions in this. So many, I don't think we'll watch all of them. I think we'll skip to the next one after a while. Oh, so many CGI planes at the Pearl Harbor bombings, crashing into the water. Pearl Harbor, I think, has got to be Michael Bay's worst non-Transformers film. They tried so desperately, way too hard to make it like Titanic, but as emotional and heartfelt as Titanic, but they failed in every way. due to executive meddling, most likely. I don't know, Dominic. Oh look, the bombing scene. Those guys got blown up by a torpedo. Oh yeah, being gunned at. And now all the explosions are happening. I've got a ship explosion scenes similar to these planned in one of my films. In fact, the payoff to the climax. In fact, guys, the payoff to the climax of my Paw Patrol Thunderbirds crossover film is going to be a massive explosion scene where the whole of Southampton Harbour gets destroyed. The ships, the dockyard, all of it gets blown up. All of it gets blown to hell. And all of it will be done with practical explosions and the puppets and things. It's just going to be amazing. And I hope you guys are looking forward to it and like to see it in 30 years' time. 13 years' time. Amber the fangirl, I don't think she's going to be showing up, to be honest. I wouldn't really care if Mattel bought in the Night Garden. How many more of these will we watch? Quite a few more. But then as soon as we finish, I promise we'll look at all of my IMDb ratings. Right, moving on. All the shells and things. Explosion of the Oklahoma. More ship bombings. A lot of these are going to be seen in Paw Patrol International Rescue. Or similar to these anyway. The destruction scene. The Southampton Harbour destruction scene in Pearl at the end of Paw Patrol International Rescue will be very similar to the Pearl Harbor destruction scene with all these ships blowing up and things. Definitely like to see the anti-Pestifan. Yeah! Well, it can't be voiced. He wouldn't be voiced by Peter Sellers because Peter Sellers is dead now. Again, not a great film in its own right, Pearl Harbor, but the practical effects and explosions have to be admired. I am playing up 16. Great. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. And the destruction, and the Southampton Harbour destruction scene in Paw Patrol International Rescue is also going to take inspiration from Independence Day with the fire and stuff coming towards the camera, with the explosions coming towards the camera. This is it. What do you mean this is it? Ben Whitehead. Who's Ben Whitehead? The Spider Stunning catchphrase, I think, is slightly worse. Oh my god. So much destruction and so many explosions. Peter Sellers and Pearl Harbor, boy, is this out of context to me. Ah, hello Neon, welcome to the stream. First things first, have you noticed that you're a moderator now? I made you a moderator because you've been such a good... It's so great. Lol, indeed. Yes, this is out of context. We've just been talking about Michael Bay films. One of the guys in the chat, Martin Hodgkinson, he really finds the phrase directed by Michael Bay hilarious, and that prompted me to show everyone in the chat a video of every explosion in all the Michael Bay films. And we're up to Pearl Harbor now. It's just... And I've been talking about... Michael Bay's films may not have the strongest stories, but they definitely have very strong explosion and destruction scenes, and Michael Bay's bombastic destruction scenes are going to be a very heavily influence in the action scenes of all of my films. My films are going to have stronger stories, but they're going to have... But the destruction scenes in my films are going to have going to have as strong destruction. Do you hate the Spotbot show? Never even heard of it. What do you think of the Modifiers Planet? Never had it. Can you do a SpongeBob VHS review? As much as I'd like to do a SpongeBob VHS review, that unfortunately is impossible due to extremely high risk of it being copyright claimed and taken down. Viacom take no prisoners when it comes to taking down SpongeBob content that isn't uploaded by the official SpongeBob YouTube channel. They're more lenient on SpongeBob YouTube poops these days. Certainly more lenient than they were in the late 2000s, early 2010s, but they still don't allow full episodes, which is understandable, I guess. So, but yeah, for that reason, as much as I'd like to do a SpongeBob VHS review, a SpongeBob VHS review is unfortunately impossible. I haven't really had a modern experience, but I guess I can give it a shot. Yeah, you love Michael Bay. I know you do, Martin, but a lot of people don't find him the highest regard in SpongeBob. Story featured. Excellent, Martin. In a minute, Summer Rose. So anyway, Neon, as I was saying just before you came in, I was explaining how. Do you remember on one of Peter Sass and Michelangelo's? Indeed, Viacom should. Where's the Fair Use Act? I know. Anyway, so Neon, do you remember at the end of one of Odd Dragon's live streams, the last one he did of Spyro 2, never even heard of Spotbots? My not pretty fine. So do you remember at the end, during Odd Dragon's last Spyro 2 stream, I mentioned that I wanted to do a Thunderbirds and Paw Patrol crossover movie, which I'm gonna, as part of my directing, my filmmaking career, which I'm going to call Paw Patrol International Rescue. Do you remember that? Jeremy Stiles from SpongeBob Saps. It does indeed. You love all the explosions of Michael Bay films, not surprised. Well, I was just talking about how at the very end of the climax of Paw Patrol International Rescue, there's going to be a massive destruction scene where the whole of Southampton Harbour is destroyed. All the ships blow up, the dockyard blows up, and there's just tons of explosions, Michael Bay levels, and that destruction scene is mainly going to take inspiration from Pearl Harbor and Independence Day. It's going to be incredible, and it's going to be I'm sure it's going to be an extremely satisfying payoff to the climax. And as I said, it's not going to be animated, it's going to be done with the puppets during the 1960s. The puppets that were used in the 1960s Thunderbird series, entirely practical, very little CGI being used. Yeah, and it will likely be the very first live-action Paw Patrol production. So, do you remember me mentioning that, Neon? Hot Wheels anti-pesto van, alright. Bob the Builder Ready Steady Build is not amazing, but it's decent enough, I guess. Last one we watched. Okay, let's move on. Let's continue watching this. Explosions. Oh, that plane just blew up. It's just bombed. Oh, so many. Oh, look at all the planes blowing up. Well, basically, Neon, but and it'll be a crossover with Thunderbirds, so it is basically on steroids. Will be very heavily action-packed. But regardless, oh yeah, explosions like that. But regardless of all the action and explosions, I am still going to try and keep the film G-rated. PG, the highest rating I'm willing to allow Paw Patrol International Rescue to get is PG. I will not allow any higher rating. Otherwise, it's not family-friendly enough. What if Mattel... No, we've already established that. Summer Rose, keep Mattel away from Postman Pat. Postman Pat has suffered enough. Looking at Pearl Harbor inspiration, the best. Looking at Pearl Harbor for inspiration, the best part of the entire movie, to be honest. Oh, yes. Absolutely. Yes. In fact, both Pearl Harbor and Independence Day, as I said, were the inspirations for the destruction scenes, for the Southampton Harbour destruction scene in Paw Patrol International Rescue. In fact, the entire third act of Paw Patrol International Rescue will take inspiration from bombastic science fiction and action films. It's also going to take inspiration from Bad Boys. There'll be a chase scene. There'll be a motorway chase scene during the third act, involving that's mainly going to take inspiration from the Bay films, The Rock and the Islands, and the payoff to that chase scene will have an explosion. Will have a truck explosion similar to the one seen at the end of the motorbike chase in Terminator 2. It's going to be amazing. Want to get to a wide audience? Want to get it out to a wide audience? Exactly, Neon. Especially considering that Paw Patrol is a kids show. PG is the highest rating I'd allow Paw Patrol International Rescue to get. I don't hate it, I just think it's a rip-off of Duplo and could have easily been done with Duplo. Could have been directed by Michael Bay. Well, considering the amount of explosions in that episode, I have to agree with you. Obviously, it wasn't directed by Michael Bay, but I agree, it could have. Oh yeah, keep Mattel away from Post and Pat and Bluey as well. Thunderbirds and Bluey need to stay good while they are good. Okay, let's fast forward a bit. Let's fast forward to Bad Boy. Let's fast forward now to the explosions in Bad Boys 2. Or alcohol explosion. Bullets. I can't help but crack up during the taste scene of the watch. Those close-ups in Saul Connery's face get me for some reason. Yes, I have seen it. Yeah, I do remember that. And it's also in... Yeah. Being gunned down like that. It's also... Yeah, it is quite funny, to be honest. You know, speaking of Bond actors, I guess you could keep Mattel away from Tugs. Absolutely. Tugs died a good show and should remain so. Thomas Duplo was good. It's god-awful. I kind of agree with you, James. You've grown up. Yes, I have grown up, Daniel BTDM. Welcome to the stream, by the way. It's been ages since you were in this stream. You were on one of these streams. And the reason I'm using a screen recorder now, Dan, is because, Streamlabs has basically given up on me, and I can't, and I don't like using it anymore. The reason I didn't screen record my streams through OBS before is because they were just a pain to set up. But I am willing to suffer that pain every week now, and all of my streams will be screen recorded through here from now on. Yeah, it's gonna be incredible. Yeah, I hope this will improve the quality of my live streams. What did Mattel... Oh, what could they do with it, Summer Rose? She showed up in Stream 19. You know, I think I vaguely remember that, Martin. Anyway, so as I was saying, speaking of Bond actors, this may be a coincidence, but the brand new antagonist who I've come up with for Paw Patrol International Rescue, Peter Myers, former friend of Jeff Tracy, I've decided that that I want him to be voiced by Daniel Craig. And he's, going to... And his puppet that'll be in the film will be sculpted to Daniel Craig's likeness. I've decided. Agree. It never fails to amaze me. Every day I see something new. Then you deleted Stream 19. By accident, Martin. I didn't mean to. Hey, at least there's no risk of leaking your face. Yep. Exactly, Daniel BTDM. Dreamworks will never go for it. Alright. It's able to fit on wooden track. Really? More explosions, car explosions and things. Look at all this. Thomas is absolutely better. I like Underground Ernie, but Thomas is definitely better. Can you re-upload Stream 19? Unfortunately, I can't. Once it's been done, Streamlabs doesn't save the streams that you record, so unfortunately that's not possible. Yeah, I know you can't. I'm gonna come over to the outfit, so I'll discuss some tips with you. Alright, cool. You're coming over to my house next week, Dan, because we're going to the RH&DR to make up for the trip you lost. You weren't able to come, for the fact you weren't able to come last weekend. Yeah, that's right. Ah, destruction. The whole thing. This whole, like, slum area being blown up. No garbage today, Wario 1988, alright. Oh, yeah. Being gunned down. Gunfire. Oh my god, mines. Oh no. Ah, the island. This is slightly better than the rock for me. The island only has 42% on Rotten Tomatoes, but it definitely deserves more. It's amazing. Can I text you on your phone? Yes, you can. People aren't going to see it. Hopefully next year should be a lot better than this year. Well, this year certainly was miles better than last year, but... was certainly miles better than last year, but... Yes, I do agree. Hopefully next year will be even better. They gave Tugs a VHS release a year before. I know, Artin. Stream 5 got deleted too. Yeah, that I did have to delete for reasons I do not wish to share with you guys. Buy a hammer. Yeah. Hang on, what's wrong channel? Oh yeah, train wheel chase scene. The inspiration I got for the chase scene in Paw Patrol International Rescue was the was from the train wheels coming off that truck. I would like something like that to happen. Sorry guys, I'm just texting down at the moment. I think I would if I watched it again nowadays, but I didn't as a kid. Yes, it will be. I just have, Dan. Yes, it will be Summer Rose, because after this, it moves on to the Transformers explosions, and there are just so many in the Transformers films, we won't be able to watch them all. So yes, this will be the last one. I don't sound like Squidward. Oh really? Is that true? Wonder if Roger Bumpus voiced him. I would be shocked if he did. What happened to Stream 5? I do not wish to share the reason I deleted that. An ultimate interesting chasing segment. Oh, I'll have to watch it then. Right, these are all the Transformers explosions. We're not going to watch them. Right! All of my IMDb ratings, as Summer Rose has been requesting for the last 20-30 minutes. Right, these are all my IMDb ratings. Do you know that some of the Ertl Tugs models were distributed by Gaslight in Brazil? Never even heard of Gaslight itself. Your ratings. These are all my ratings for all of the stuff I've done. Not everyone in the chat is going to know any of these shows, because these are all mostly British shows, but most of these shows were my childhood, so yeah. Oh yeah, Lunar Gym, Octonauts. Oh yeah, 1 for All Engines Go, 9 for the Paw Patrol movie, 10 for Team America, 7 for Rubber Dubbers, 8 for Tommy Zoom, 1 for Little Princess and JD the Jet Plane. I do not like them. Ozzy and Cockroaches, Balamori, 6 for Chuggington, 7 for Kipper, 8 for Backyardigans, 1 for Wonder Pets. Really do not like Wonder Pets. 5 for Go Diego Go. It's not awful, but I don't hate. It's not. Go Diego Go is not great, but I don't hate it. Wow, obviously Roy the Racing Car, 9, 3, 1. Oh god, Caillou 1, Bing 2, Paw Patrol 8, Thomas the Tank Engine 9, Thunderbirds I'll Go 9, 2 for Zoom Academy for Superheroes, that's a film on a film, 2 for Peppa Pig, 2 for The Room, 8 for Bob the Builder, 9 for Monsters Inc., 10 for Inside Out, 10 for Up, 7 for Toy Story, a slightly overrated Toy Story, 9 for Star Wars A New Hope, 10 for Toy Story. These are all the films I've rated. Quantum of Solace, Casino Royale, For Your Eyes Only. All of these only gave Man with the Golden Gun a 4. 7 for Thunderball, 8 Goldfinger, 7 Doctor No, 10 GoldenEye, my favourite film. Kirk Cameron Saving Christmas, I gave a 1 because it's just Christian propaganda. which I'm slightly offended by, being the atheist I am. Birdemic, Shock and Terror is 1. Captain Scarlet gets a 10. Spy Kids get a 7. 10 for Thunderbirds, 9 for Jurassic Park, 6 for Thunderbirds 2004, 9 Mr. Bean's Holiday, 9 Bean the Ultimate Disaster Movie. Oh my god, so many. Apollo 13, this is an incredible thing. Amazing film this is. I'd give Apollo 13 a 10. What other films? Oh yeah. The Terminator. Right, let's rate all of the mainstream James Cameron films. Oh god, JJ, I remember that. Oh yes. Mr. 19 might be busy. Alright, that's fine. Sure, it's nothing you can help. Also known Super Mecha Line. Transformers Explosions. In a Minute, Martin. Some British children's shows when I was young. We'll look at that in a minute, James. Children's shows when I was young. Because I'm busy showing everyone the ratings. When I got more friends in July 2021. Excellent. Right. Let's rate all the James Cameron films now. I'm going to give Terminator a 9. Aliens an 8. Haven't seen the Abyss. It's a good film, but I found it a bit too scary but it's too scary for my liking, so I'm giving it an 8. Haven't seen The Abyss yet, so we'll move on to Terminator 2. Terminator 2 Judgment Day. 8.5? Oh, Terminator 2 is an obvious 10. Incredible film. True Lies. I'm gonna give True Lies a slightly generous 10. It's really great in every way, but 9.5 I'd give this if I could, but I'm gonna be generous and give True Lies a 10. Swear if they reboot the Terminator again. What if Mattel bought Shaun the Sheep? No, keep Mattel away from Shaun the Sheep. Have a code term, but text me back. Alright, I will later, Darren. The Loud House. I'm not really a Loud House fan, to be honest. Readings from Prague, Germany. Okay. Are you ending this now? Oh. Well, guys, I'm really enjoying this now that you've all come. So I'm going to keep this going for at least another 15 to 30 minutes. Well, you know, temporarily have to buy a monitor and put it on your desk, see how. I'll consider that. Robert Patrick underrated, I feel, in T2. Exactly, no, I'm right. Haven't seen Titanic yet, and I haven't seen Avatar yet, so I will not rate those. I haven't seen Terminator 3 yet, so yeah. Oh god, what did I want to do now? Wanted to do something now, but... Oh yeah. Tropic Thunder, I'm going to give an 8. Slightly generous, but... No, actually 8 is its justification. Is its justified rating for me. Person Pat on IMDb. I don't remember, to be honest. Sorry. Tropic Thunder. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Starship Troopers. I'll give Starship Troopers a 9. RoboCop I'm going to give a 10. RoboCop I'm going to give a 10. This film is talked about less than I would like it to. RoboCop 2 I'll give a slightly generous 8. Haven't seen RoboCop 3. Oh, only 5.8. You know, I think RoboCop 2 deserves slightly more love than it gets. RoboCop 2. I haven't seen RoboCop 3 yet. I've heard RoboCop 3 is terrible. But from the reviews I've seen of it, from the footage I've seen of it, it really doesn't look that bad, to be honest. Right, that's enough rating IMDb stuff for now. Cop like uniform suits him to a T. Exactly, I completely agree. Badass AF. I like Togs not as much as Theodore. Yes. Get a look at what Puss and Pat has on IMDb? In a minute. Your move, creep. Oh, yeah. Amazing line. Come quietly or there will be trouble. Stay out of trouble. So many iconic lines. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. Bye, my little pony fan. Thanks for coming. Hope to see you next week. NASCAR movie Days of Thunder. I've heard of that film, but I haven't seen it. Recommend me Baby Jake. Oh, that's depressing. Let's just... Okay. Okay. What should we do for the rest of the stream? Right, first things first, we're going to see what Postman Pat has. Oh, 6.4. Certainly the original series, pre-special delivery service, deserves more. I'm going to give it an 8. No, a 9, sorry. Postman Pat. Postman Pat. Oi. Special delivery service. Exactly the same rating as of the old Postman Pat. How and why? Giving Postman Pat special delivery service a 2. Come quietly or there will be trouble. Ah! F you. Yes. Right. As per... What do you think of Terminator Genesis? Never heard of them, but... well, I have heard of them. I've never seen them is what I meant, but... Never seen them, but... I've heard that they're the least, that they're the most hated films in the Terminator fandom. Let's be a person Pat one, alright. Movie with Tom Cruise, I knew that. The only Tom Cruise film I've seen is in its entirety is Top Gun. And I am planning to go see Top Gun Maverick when it eventually comes out. It's been delayed again to May when they had literally no reason to delay it. But I am also planning to watch at least the first 2 Mission Impossible films to see what they're like. Genesis felt pointless. I mean, bringing complex time travel plot into it and pretty much doing what rehash of what T2 already did. Movies from Chief Reed just started following the same formula. Alright. I knew that. But you know, something I meant to mention is... much later on in my filmmaking career, I am planning to make a Terminator film myself. One where it's revealed that all of these timelines are basically separate universes, and when they're sent back in time, and when Skynet sends things back in time, it actually gets sent to yes, that's the time it's being sent to, but in a completely different universe. Hence all the paradoxes that would otherwise be created are negated. And that it's eventually revealed that Skynet is planning to destroy all the universes where the Resistance wins. So basically an inter-universal Judgment Day. And Sarah Connor, John Connor, and a new Terminator, the T-8000, which I'm going to play while putting on an Arnold Schwarzenegger impression, is going to be done. Yeah, that's going to be in it. While being trailed by a new Terminator, the T-50,000. And you know, guys, for the T-50,000, we've had a female Terminator, but not a black Terminator, so the T-50,000 I envision as a black Terminator. We haven't had a black Terminator yet, so definitely needs to be that. Summer Show. We'll see, Summer Rose. Do you hate... Yes, I do. Can you review... No, I can't, unfortunately. Dominic, because I could heavily get copyright claimed. Better than the actual episodes themselves? Absolutely agree with that, James. Really most shows on YouTube, okay. Because I'm talking about my idea for my Terminator film. T2? What's that? I'm talking about my idea for Terminator 2. Anyway, let's see what this notification is. Ah! You subscribed to me, Neon Dragon. Thanks so much. Welcome to my channel. Anyway. Martin wanted to see the Transformers explosions in the Michael Bay films, so we're going to go back to that video now so he can see them. Where's this? It's basically taken up... The Transformers explosions basically take up most of this video. That's how many explosions are in Transformers. Oh yeah, the T1 million... I've heard is basically in the comics. T1 million, I think, is basically Skynet's core, basically. Will it end at 9:15? You know, I'm really enjoying this stream so much. I may continue until 9:30, but yes, 9:30 is the absolute latest I can end this stream, because after that I really need to go in the shower and go to bed, because I've got quite a busy day tomorrow. What if Mattel bought Todd World? Okay. Yeah, I don't think I care, because I'm not really into that show. Anyway, Martin, here's what you wanted to see, the explosions in the Transformers films. And yes, I do eventually plan to watch the first Transformers film. I'm only going to watch the first one, though. I do not think that the others are worth watching. Oh, there's only 4 people in the chat now. Where did everyone else go? Oh, all the jeeps getting blown across the runways and things. Oh, massive explosions. A whole military base getting destroyed. You know what this scene reminds me of? The harvesters attacking that military base during Independence Day. How did you close? Oh, great times, classic Bob the Builder episodes. Absolute. Well, I do have to agree with that, but as I've said before, I don't actually hate the Bob the Builder reboot. It's certainly, by reboot standards, it's certainly decent, but yes, there are definitely areas that could have improved. The 3rd season of the Bob the Builder reboot, though, absolutely awful. The animation, the cartoony visuals, the sound effects, it's just completely not acceptable. It's awful. Spotnik OST in Transformers is the last one of my favourite parts of the score alongside Arrival from Mouth. Okay, I'll have to listen to that on Spotify then. No, keep... Numberjacks died a good show. It doesn't deserve to be ruined. So keep all major studios away from it. Going in a minute anyway. Alright. Well, thank you for coming, and I hope to see you again soon. Sorry, boys. Sorry, boys are on strike. No writers. Oh, that explains why it may have been bad then, to be honest. Transformers 2 was the best. Well, why do you think that one was the best, Martin? That's held in a pretty low regard. Revenge of the Fallen is held in a pretty low regard, from what I've heard. From what I've heard, Transformers 1 is the only one that's worth watching, and I do plan to watch it eventually. What do you think of I know basically jack shit about Transformers, but first film I think is definitely worth watching. No company currently owns Numberjacks. Well, the BBC I think does. But hopefully I'll learn a bit more about the Transformers franchise once I watch it. But the next film I'm going to watch, guys, tomorrow evening this weekend, the next film I'm going to watch, guys, is the Vietnam War film Platoon. I do also eventually plan to watch Apocalypse Now, and I was originally going to watch that this weekend, but my dad was worried that I'd find it a bit too slow. So we're watching Platoon this week, and we're going to watch Apocalypse Now another time. But then next week, guys, I'm going to watch a film that I've really been wanting to see from how good I've heard it is. I've only ever seen the last 10 to 15 minutes of it, but I really want, but I'm really looking forward to seeing this. Bus being broken in half and exploded. That was obviously done practically, and then the Transformers were CGI'd in, obviously, but there was no other way they could do it. But how on earth did they get that bus to split itself in half and explode? That must have been really complicated. Because saying on the traffic too. Hansen would be a good mention, yes. But actually, currently the composer I'm thinking of getting to compose the scores for all of my films is David Arnold. He did a lot of the James Bond films as well as Independence Day. And he's really not that old, and he won't be by the time I start my filmmaking career, so... But yeah, he will have to retire eventually, and then I will have to find a new composer. But yeah, definitely, David Arnold is currently my first choice to compose the scores for all of my films. As you will see later, some of those. Second Transformers movie is my favourite. Okay, that's your opinion, but I'm just saying that the general consensus is that Revenge of the Fallen is held in low regard. Train Lover on a megaphone, apparently. Oh, sorry, is it a bit loud for you, Leon? Because I'm talking about my thing. I'm responding to what everyone's saying in the chat, and some of it requires long responses. Tweenies, no. If the Tweenies is going to be rebooted, it has to be in live action. I'm useful to The Simpsons. I've really not watched too much of it. Oh, this must have been a very complicated scene. Oh god, now I've forgotten what I wanted to say. Love The Simpsons. Alright, yeah. David Arnold, yes, of course. Exactly. Better. Absolutely, no questions asked. That's to say. Oh, I wanted to say something now, but I've completely forgotten. Read the chat for the rest of the stream. Oh yeah, well I'm reading the chat anyway. I'm looking at the explosions of this Transformers film. Oh yeah, hang on. Sorry. Oh yes, I remember what I wanted to say now. So after Platoon, the next film I'd like to watch is not an action film. I'm a sucker for sci-fi action films, but it's really an animated live-action hybrid comedy. And I'm sure you guys will have heard this one. I've only ever seen the last 10-15 minutes of it, but the film I'm going to watch next week is Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I've heard so many good things about it, but I've only ever seen the last 10-15 minutes of it. But I've heard it's one of the greatest films of all time, and directed by the legendary Robert Zemeckis, best known for the Back to the Future trilogy and the Polar Express, which, by the way, is my favourite Christmas film of all time. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to watching Roger Rabbit in a couple of weeks' time. This is Revenge of the Fallen, Martin Hodgson's favourite Transformers film. Oh my god, already straight into the bangs, with pipes being blown everywhere. Remember that? Yes, I do remember it, but I've only seen a few episodes. You still feeling yes I am? I puked like hell. Did you actually puke? Because if so, then I'm sorry. Really like Roger Rabbit. Yeah, I've heard so many good things about Roger Rabbit, so I'm quite looking forward to seeing it. But then after I watched Roger Rabbit, it's back to the action films. It's back to the science fiction and action films, the stuff I'm a sucker for. The next one I'm going to watch after Roger Rabbit is the Arnold Schwarzenegger film Commando. Personally, would think about that as well. And I'm also going to, oh no. Sorry guys, I'm just telling how I'm going to continue for another 10 minutes. Okay, I have a question. Magic School Reboot, trash or not? Pretty trash, to be honest. Pretty trash, to be honest. The animation and all the characters and things, pretty trash. Jones, Ghostbusters, the Goonies. No, I haven't. Hodgson. Okay, Hodgson. Martin Hodgson. Alright, I remember that from now on. No. If it's going to be rebooted, it must be live action. Disgusting and despicable. Yeah, absolutely have to agree. Oh, look at all these explosions. So then after Commando, I've forgotten what I'm going to watch after this now. But yeah, definitely going to watch Apocalypse Now at some point, followed by another Schwarzenegger film. Oh yeah, I remember now, Last Action Hero I'm going to watch at some point. And after, and I may also watch Highlander, as I said, as I've already said, possibly the other two Mission Impossible, the first two Mission Impossible films. But one film I've decided I'm now definitely going to watch is Men in Black. If I like Bad Boys and if I liked Independence Day, I'm pretty sure I'm going to like Men in Black as well. Really. Must have caught this hope got to strike. Hope I haven't got a strike. Uh-oh, Transformers footage must have copyright claims. Oof. Hope haven't gotten a strike. If I have, I won't be able to for a week. Shit.